everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Cool Kids who are currently sleeping at 8:30 in the morning our time still, and the lame dad here going solo, and I'm coming back to you guys with something new again. Yes, another indie band. This time we are coming to you guys with Heavy Doobie. So with their cover of Negative Creep, Reanimation. So I don't even need to look down at the bottom. I already know that Negative Creep is a Nirvana song. Absolutely love it. So, and I'm not familiar with Scarface's work. I know who they are. I've heard of them. I don't know any of their work. So I'm not sure what the second song is going to be like. And I'm excited to hear what the first song is going to be like, because this band is a harder band. Their singer is a female lead and she's a screamer, and we all know my views coming into this channel prior about scream singers and how I'm slowly starting to change my opinion on several of them. Not all of them, some of them I stand firm, and I just do not like, you cannot understand a damn word that's coming out of their mouth that they can scream in key. And in my own personal view, from what I've been exposed to over the last 25 years or so, is most of them can't scream in key. So they just can't. You know, if they can scream in key, they can't be understood. So, and I'm starting to find out that there are a lot of good screamers out there who can sing in key, like as in scream in key, and be understood. That being said, are we going to get the same here from this vocalist? I am not sure. I'm not sure what this performance is going to be like due to the sound of the band. I'm very, very familiar with the venue that they're playing in, live at the Paramount. That is the Paramount Theatre in Moncton, New Brunswick, Canada. I've been there many a time for shows. I've seen some bands come through there over the years that have played there, and I've been on the stage as well there. So with a past band, so I'm familiar with this venue. So it's got really good acoustics and a good sound. So I'm kind of very curious to see what this is going to be like. All right, guys, are you ready to go here? Because boom, boom, boom. Okay, don't care about the guitar player. Go to the lead. I'm going to stop right here, right now. My only complaint so far, musically, I can hear everything picking up for the guitars, the bass, and the drums. This sounds like it's a fan recording, home recording. It's 2007, so we're probably looking at an older camcorder or quality sound phone, so it's not going to pick up the sound as good, as clear, and it's going to give you a lot of gain. So you're not really getting to hear the vocalist as well as I would like to hear her. From what I am hearing of her, though, she's screaming in key. So she's understandable from what I'm able to catch out from the audio, and I wish the audio on here was much clearer, because I'd really, really get a chance so far to hear her better, what she's doing, because from what I'm hearing, and I know the chords to the song, I know what key the song's in, I know how it should be performed. It sounds like she's screaming it in key, and from what I can pick up, when she goes nice and loud, and they do, the recording device picks her up well, so she's clear. I can hear her clear. I like it. Good power in her voice. So good power and projection in her voice there. Let's get going here. Boom, boom, boom. I wish the vocalist got picked up louder. I'm going to stop one more time because I'm trying to figure out who might be on the soundboard for this performance. So as well, because it's not just the recording device. Whoever is on the sound console needs to bump her up a bit louder. And because I know that venue, and even for a cell phone or a cam recorder, we should be getting a bit louder performance for what she's given us. So it sounds like whoever is on the mixing board at that venue, and I have a few ideas if it's 2007 who it might be, needs to up the volume on that singer because she sounds like she's giving us a good performance vocally, and you're just not getting it full. And I'm not sure if that's they asked to have her lower in the mix to the band or whoever was. I have a guess on a few people were off on their game that night because the people that usually work those venues know what they're doing behind a soundboard. And I think they should have got the vocalist higher up in the mix for this venue. I will be critical of the sound people on here because I do know several of the people that worked here on soundboard and in charge of this venue. So yeah, guys who are in charge of this, if you happen to stumble across this, you should have got this lead singer higher up in the mix because you're just not getting her because this cell phone should be getting her a bit more. All right, let's go. Boom, boom, boom. The only thing here is he looked like Kim High with the blurriness. Making it stop very soon again. Okay, I want to go on that performance minus what I commented on the vocals because that's not their fault. That is the mixing and not even the quality of audio being that's the sound mixer not getting her up loud enough on the vocals, in my opinion. So band members, you got a lead singer who's up there going forward, holding her beer out for you, getting the crowd going. Show some fucking action up there, guys. Get off of your little X on the stage, move around and interact with the crowd a bit and help your lead singer out. She's getting your crowd going. I would love to see them pan out to the crowd to see how much they're rocking to this because she's giving you a good stage performance. She's reaching out as she's being vocal, trying to interact and get them engaged. They're not trying to get them engaged. I'm pretty sure at this venue they're rocking right now. Her bandmates, minus the drummer because he can't really do anything, are friggin' standing still and not showing any energy whatsoever. And that is one of my biggest complaints about musicians who have no stage presence. And I'm not talking about the lead singer. That's bad enough. The lead singer should always have stage presence. They're the lead. They're the vocal. So nothing worse than band members standing in one spot the whole goddamn performance. So you're playing the music. You should be, if it's your own original, you should be excited about playing it and getting those people energized. If you're covering someone like Nirvana, where you already have a fan base of that song, and you're doing it this well, I'm going to get onto it in a second. Get out there and give them some energy, guys. So move around. Be with your singer. You shows the energy she's showing. Move around. I will complain about that. I hate that with bands. And I've been watching, and the bass player has been the most animated, and he's barely moving. And the two guitar players, stage left and stage right, have not moved one bit, barely bobbing their head. They are more concentrated in playing than they are interacting with the fans. So that are there to see them. The lead singer is doing a great job. She's got that beer out when she's growling. So she's giving that, she's up there leaning over as she's singing and growling. Perfect. Bandmates, hopefully they get a little, they wake up during the next part of the song, because right now, that's my main complaint. Musically, they're playing the song great. They didn't screw it up. It was perfect. It's actually probably cleaner than Nirvana would probably play it, you know. No word of a lie. I didn't hear any really sloppy chords being played. I know every single known chord to the song. So it was very well done. So now we're going to be getting into the other performance, and let's see if this lead singer is going to have to carry this show on her own energy-wise, or if her bandmates get their asses into gear and start showing some energy on stage. See, look, pull that beer out, See, to mine is to take a drink in between the next song coming up. That's the most action I've seen these guys do outside of her. And it's a shame because they sound good. They sound really good. There we go. Nice little bass player, nice little flick out hand animation. Oh, nice double kick. Oh, we get some action from stage right on the guitar player. Okay, I'm going to stop here, go back 10 seconds. I was wrong. It's not the mix that I was. It's the positioning of whoever was doing the sound control. So this, when they're going into this song and we're getting whoever's filming this or filmed this part of it, seems to be more where the PA is projecting out. So it sounds like the mix, who was on the soundboard did have her up proper. My apologies. So I found that weird that we didn't have the vocals up high enough. It's just that camera over onto the other side or phone wasn't catching enough of the PA as it was popping out to get her full projection of her vocals coming out of the PA. As you can see from a different angle and they're on, it looks like they're whoever, if it's the same person, has moved and they're catching a better projection of the vocals coming through the PA. So, or we have a different person who had an opportunity to get a cleaner sound coming off of that, because I can hear her a lot much clearer, as in not clearer vocally, as in the mix. I can hear her now coming up forefront into the mix. Let's go, boom, boom, boom. Alright guys, that was Heavy Doobie coming out of Moncton, New Brunswick, Canada with Negative Creep Reanimation covers. So, from two different bands respectively. Let's see. I don't change my opinion really on the band. Musically, it was spot on. For the first song, I'm not sure about the second song. I don't know it. I'm familiar with the band name, but I don't know any of their material, so I don't know how it's supposed to sound outside. But I'm going to, based off of what they did with Negative Creep, assume that this is how it's supposed to sound, and they did just as good musically on a job with Negative Creep as they did with this song. Vocally, I got to hear a much better projection due to the sound recording. So I won't lie, this second song I wouldn't really say is my cup of tea, but that's just not my I've heard of this band. I heard what they were like. Not this band here, Heavy Doobie, the second song that was covered. And from what I heard of that band, I knew they weren't really in my cup of tea range, so I never gave them a shot. And based off this song, it wasn't bad. The cover, if I knew the song, I'm pretty sure I can say based off the first song, they probably nailed this the way it's supposed to be. Not my cup of tea. Negative Creep, really liked what I heard. My only drawback is I wish we would have got a better sound off the vocals for her picking her up. Because I actually like their Negative Creep with a scream instead of the standard, singing to it that you would hear from Kurt Cobain or others who've covered that song. And it's been covered many a time over the years. Like, this is probably one of their more covered punky songs for Nirvana. So all in all, is I actually wasn't too upset with this performance. It was what I was expecting. It's going to be hard. It was going to be heavy. So I've heard what this band's supposed to sound like. Well, been told what this band's supposed to sound like. Not heard. I've been told what this band's supposed to sound like. So on a screaming aspect, I won't say that I would dismiss this band right away for a band I would see, again. So I would have to hear more of it and see if I liked their music to her screaming and singing, because she didn't it wasn't distasteful to my ears. She was in key. I was able to understand what she was saying, and she had good projection. So musicians were spot on for the song that I know of. They did it very nice, very cleanly. So no missed chords, no sloppy chords, no one, everyone was straight on time. I have no problem at all saying they were lame ducks, the musicians on stage, when it came to interacting with the crowd and giving you energy. I'm sorry, I'm very big on stage presence. You got it from the singer, so you did not get it from the band. The bass player was probably out of the three musicians that are up forefront, because again, the drummer only can do so much behind the drums. He's limited to what he can do. So you had three musicians stuck in their spot. Thankfully, the bass player showed a little animation with his hands when he would come down on a downstroke, and he pulled back. He'd give a little animation. I would have liked to see this band be more energetic on stage, because the music they were giving us was good. I would like to see some more energy going along with their singer. My only complaint, all in all, is I'd definitely be willing to give these guys a second chance and like to see what they have for some original material, because I did enjoy the covers. And actually, I wouldn't mind hearing now the second song, Reanimation, just to see what they did different from the original. So like they did with the original Creep, with it being heavier, and she presenting the scream lyrics instead of the raspier, Kurt Cobain that everyone tries to, imitate. So very well done, guys, on doing something original with that song and not keeping it to the classic punk. Because yes, anyone can argue with me. Nirvana was not grunge. They were never alternative. They have stated themselves from the very get-go of their career, when they made it big, they were a punk band. You listen to their stuff, especially Bleach and Nevermind, it is a punk album. So they just revived, were the ones that helped to revive, not they revived. There's other bands going around at the same time like them. So that did break through. They just never broke through like Nirvana did and got the mainstream. But Nirvana was one of the bands that helped revive the punk sound and bring it back out. So I like what these guys did with that sound. They kept that, basic punk and just hardened it up with that metal sound and brought the scream approach to it. Very nicely done, guys. All right, there's not much more I can say, because neither song were very complicated songs playing wise. So they did very well, and I like to see more. And next time, I'd love to, hopefully, Angie Leger was our requester. Can you bring us something original by these guys? Because I would like to see something original by these guys after seeing what they did here. So if you guys like this episode, make sure you, well, one, I'm going to, because I did like this performance enough that I'm going to give it a thumbs up. It definitely deserves a thumbs up. Oh, it wasn't 2007, it was 2013. Oh no, live 2007 right there. It just got put up 5 years later by Dulang. So, well, thank you, Dulang, for putting this up. Thank you very much, Angie Leger, for requesting this song. So, if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up like we did. So, we ask for the support. We like to show the support back. We don't want to be hypocritical. So, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you haven't hit that little arrow bell on the bottom corner beside subscribe, make sure you click that notification bell to get all our latest uploads. Until then, the sleeping cool kids, the lame dad, peace out.